Hey guys, it's 3 a.m. and I want to run my mouth for a little bit. So, some time ago I talked about Freemasonry and the idea that one of the big occult secrets in these groups is not necessarily gnosis through rituals and hidden practices. It's more so you're being connected to a pre-existing force. Okay? One thing we know about rituals, or at least I would hope people know about rituals, is the more you do something, you're creating an imprint into, we can call it the energy field around, the morphogenic field. There's different names for different things, but you're impressing upon it. You are molding it, shaping it, but also you're establishing your own energy field of sorts. That's why they've co-opted so many secret places, secret sites, and either have destroyed them, inverted them, or built on top of them for their own means. And because that site was already powerful, so you're redirecting that energy. Now, back to what I was saying. What they're doing, I believe, with a lot of them is you're just jacking into something that already exists, and then they allow you to utilize those abilities or that power, as far as they see fit. I really feel like that's what it is. In my experiences, things that I've encountered, things that I've made a point of jotting down, things deduced, and especially with Freemasons, that's what it is, and the thing about, like I've said about Masons before, is you're jacked into this power is also jacked into you. So again, I do not buy that crap about, oh well, down below with the Blue Lodge members, they're just happy members of society who like making pancakes and raising money for charities. No, I don't care if they know whether or not what the secrets are. They're still able to be manipulated by this energy, and maybe I would honestly say a lot of them know how to utilize that energy for different purposes, of which I'm not really going to get into, but you get what I'm saying here. It's like you're jacking into a pre-existing thing. I was thinking really hard about, like, a previous video I did, and how I talked about things and articulate certain things of this nature, and I thought of a really simple way to explain it or to break it down. It's like Wi-Fi. In fact, there's a scene. It's great. It's really great. Synchronicity. There's a scene in Doctor Strange that kind of correlates what I'm saying. It's not what they were saying in the scene, but it for the purposes of my video, it works perfectly. But it's like Wi-Fi. It's like you turn on your computer, your phone, and what do you see? You see Wi-Fi networks. You see the Masons. You see the Rosicrucians. You see the Golden Dawn. You see the Church of Satan. You see all these weird, you get what I'm saying? They're Wi-Fi networks. And when you move up, you get the password to the Wi-Fi. That's what it is. Only it's not a computer. It's not a phone. It's you. Okay? It is you. Not you who I'm talking to, but, the subjective, amorphous you. And so that's how I see it. And I've referenced Star Wars multiple times, but in a lot of ways, that's what, like, the Jedi, the Sith, they're space wizards, but they don't create that power. That power is not coming from them. It is a pre-existing source of power that everybody's jacking into. The Jedi are jacking into it, the Sith are jacking into it. And according to how you're initiated, you connect to these powers differently. Okay? Again, it's about it's about the cultivation and the maintaining of these powers that, again, they jack into to utilize for their own means. Another good example of this was in the recent series of Stranger Things, which, dude, you have this character, his name's Will, and he basically learns he has these abilities. And the whole series, naturally, there's all these occult undertones in the whole series, and aside from all like the parallels to like Montauk, MK Ultra, you have this other narrative running parallel in the guise of Dungeons and Dragons, right? So they're constantly referencing things like Dungeons and Dragons, and they call him a sorcerer because towards I mean, spoiler alert if you're not, whatever, because he's able to basically utilize the enemy's power and use it against them. But again, he doesn't make that power. It doesn't come from him, but he can jack into it. It's the same thing. I think they call it like the hive mind in Stranger Things, but he's still jacking into it. Okay? As a very, very, very important part of all this. Okay? Neo's powers came from him being jacked into the Matrix. Now, some could say that changes a bit towards the end of the series. And it's, when he confronts the Sentinels and he just like puts out all this energy. But before that, it's all coming from the Matrix. He's manipulating what's there. He's jacked in. But I think that is a huge part of all this crap, this, kept secret. Again, it's the idea that and it's not just one. It's not just one thing. It's different layers. Again, think of the Wi-Fi. Anyway, but I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm doing pretty good. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
What's this, my mantra?
It's the Wi-Fi password. We're not savages.